Hi guys, thanks for coming to check out the video. Excuse me, I've got a bit of a cough going on. It's a quick video, just a bit of a channel update for everybody. Now I put in my channel chat, so not a chat on any particular video, but in the channel chat I put a poll last week with regards to a series that I want to start adding to the channel, which is basically going to highlight from the beginning of 2009 onwards. So I'm going to keep it updated, you know, as soon as I hear any information, as soon as I find any information. I'm basically going to do a database, if you like, of any police officer, court officer, prison officer who has been convicted or who has appeared in national media with regards to committing some kind of crime. As we all know, there's lots and lots of police officers, prison officers, etc., who over the past few years have committed crimes, and you know, these people quite clearly need to be held to account, which they are, because they're being, you know, they're being charged with certain offences, although I don't believe all of them receive the punishment that they deserve, or the punishment that a normal member of the public would receive for similar crimes. But I just want to make a visual database, if you like. So what I'm going to be doing is I will be checking regularly on a weekly basis, or several times a week, for any new stories that come out with regards to police officers, prison officers, court officials, etc., that have committed a crime. I'm going to read the article and show the article in the video, okay, so that you can see my first reaction. So I'm not going to read the article prior to making a video. I will read the article for the first time whilst making the video, so you can see my reaction as well. I know some of you don't care about my reactions, but you know, it gives me something to do, and it helps me add a bit more content to the channel. And as I say, it will, if I can do this starting from the beginning of 2009, I'm not going all the way back, you know, years and years and years, and doing videos on all of them, but starting from the beginning of this year, 2019 rather, not 2009. I don't know why I said 2009. Did I say 2009? I can't remember. Never mind. But anyway, from the beginning of from the beginning of 2019. So I already have some videos which are in the process of being edited. I'm not going to cut anything out of it. Basically, the editing really is to add the intro and the outro, okay, and make sure that the sound is reasonable, because I don't have professional kit to do all of this stuff, guys. You know, I just use either my Samsung Galaxy S8 Plus, as I'm using now, which gives a pretty decent image, or I'll use my laptop computer, which, you know, the quality of the camera on that and the sound is pretty awful, so I do apologise for that. But at the moment, that's all the tools I've got to work with. So as time goes on, I will, you know, I'll get some better equipment, so it's a little bit more easier on the ears and eyes. So yeah, so that's one part of you know, this channel update for you. So the series that I'm going to be doing, I'm going to call the Police Accountability Project. Okay, and what I want to do, as I say, is just create a visual database that people will be able to search. In the title of the video will be the officer's name, the location where that officer or court official or prison officer is located, or was located at the time. So anybody will be able to come onto the channel and do a search on the channel for their location and see if there's anybody that comes up. My aim with this, guys, is that I want these people to be held accountable. I don't want them to forget what they've done, ultimately, because let's face it, we're not allowed to forget what we've done. Do you know what I mean? When it comes to the police coming after us for you know, for some made up bullshit charges, and what do? Why do you think the police say to you, very first thing the police say to you, what's your name? The reason they ask that is so that they can go back through your history and find if there's anything in there that they can hold against you, so that you're never allowed to forget what you may have done in the past. And, you know, I will be making these videos to highlight and show where I can pictures of the people that are involved in offences, so that, you know, the public can ensure that they're not allowed to forget the crimes that they've committed. That's the first thing. So that's called Police Accountability Project, which I will start posting soon on this channel. The other thing as well is that I want to start doing every now and again, because I get some great comments from people. I mean, I really get some fabulous comments from people, and I want to thank you for, you know, for the thought that goes into some of your comments, and even the research, because I know some of you will go off and find some information and come back and post it in the comments, and that is really helpful, not just for me, because I'm not legally trained, guys. Everything that I say is an opinion at the end of the day, okay? I can't give any kind of advice on what you should or shouldn't do. All I can say is what I would do in that situation, as a normal, you know, member of public, what I would do in that situation, bearing in mind that I have a little bit of knowledge about my rights, whereas many people wouldn't have that knowledge. So to share what I would do might encourage other people to go and look up their rights as well, and maybe start to stick up for themselves. But anyway, with regards to the comments, I get some great comments, and I thank every single one of the subscribers to this channel for your input. And even the ones that don't subscribe but come and drop in a comment, thank you. But I also get a lot of negative comments. And I don't just mean people being abusive towards me, because most of them are cops anyway, do you know what I mean? They've got throwaway account, what I call a throwaway account. No content, no subscribers, no playlists, no picture in their profile image. And they just come on and they just abuse people that want to stand up for their rights. I want to do something that I'm going to call, and I've stolen this name from another channel that I'm subscribed to, which has nothing to do with the content on this channel. But it's just a great name, and it's called Chatbox Travels. Okay, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to start just for a bit of fun, because, you know, I was doing 5 minutes of fun on a weekend, on a Sunday. I realised that there's no way I can keep that up every single week, because I'm going to run out of jokes. So apart from asking people to, you know, drop their jokes in the comments on those videos, and then I'll add them to the next one and credit them for that joke, what I want to do as well is just so I've got something else to give you, and to lighten your day a little bit, is just to go through some of the positive and negative comments that appear on the channel, just for a laugh, really. You know, I want to thank the people that support what we do, and what I'm doing, and I also want to ridicule the people that think they can come on and start talking shit. so there we go. So that's that. So very quick update. Police Accountability Project, which is what I'm going to do, and I'll start posting maybe once or twice a week, depending on how many I come across. I will always try and show where I found that information. My intention is not to say whether or not the information is correct at the end of the day, okay? That's not for me to determine. All I will be doing is documenting all of the offences that I come across, that police and other officials have been convicted of, okay? So if it's convicted and it's reported that they're convicted in a newspaper, or on the news, even though I don't trust newspapers and the news, at the end of the day, some of the information might be incorrect, but if it says they've been convicted, then they're going to have been convicted. And if it's in the national press, national media, then there's no reason why I can't talk about that on this channel as well. And it just makes it easier, rather than people having to try and search through, you know, tens of hundreds of newspapers, websites, trying to find information. If I can find it and I can list on here on YouTube, and make it a visual database. Now, Hyton Freeman has a list that goes back to 2009. I'm going to put a link to the description of this video. Now that, I'm not going to take any information from that. As I say, all of my, because he spent a lot of time doing that. Do you know what I mean? He spent a lot of time compiling that list. And in that list, there is links to the news reports. But for me, I know a lot of people are busy. If I can create a visual representation of that list, you know, visual and audio representation, I know that you can, you know, you can press play. You can listen to the video while you're doing whatever it is you're doing, and it means you haven't got to sit there for a period of time actually paying attention and reading anything, because I can read it out in the video. So so that's what I'm looking at doing over the next week or two. That's what I'm going to start pushing out on the channel, as well as you know, any incidents that occur for myself, and the follow-up to my own incident where I was arrested on the 20th of February. So let me know what you think about these updates. Let me know whether you think you would enjoy to see these additions to the channel, because ultimately, you know, the channel is not just about me and about what I want to put on. Okay, I want to make the channel interesting for you guys. You know, I want to be able to share information with you, maybe educate some of you somehow, somewhere, sometime. And you know, at the end of the day, we all need to be accountable for our actions. Nobody is exempt from being accountable for their actions, whether it's you know, a police officer, court official, or prison officer who is committing an offence, or whether it's some idiot, you know, posting something abusive in the comments, or trying to ridicule somebody else in the comments for what they're, you know, for their views. Because ultimately we're all allowed our own views. I wouldn't take that away from anybody. But I you know, abuse when there's no need for abuse is just ridiculous. There's just no need for it. It's a waste of people's time, and you know, you've got to be a really sad individual. You know, if you've got the time to sit there and just abuse people from behind your computer, chances are you wouldn't say it to people's face. But anyway, yeah, let me know what you think in the comments about these two additions to the channel. I would really love to hear your thoughts, so that I can ensure that the channel continues to provide things of interest that you want to see and hear. With that in mind, I'm going to leave it there, guys. I hope you've had a great weekend. It is Sunday, it is Mother's Day, so if there's any mothers watching, whether you're subscribed or whether you are just browsing and you've come across this video, I want to wish you happy Mother's Day, and I hope your kids gave you breakfast in bed, and they're treating you well today. So thank you very much, everybody, for your time, and I'll see you in my next video.